Hey everybody, it's Queen Jelly and welcome to or welcome back to the Toy Box. Today we are going to be unfortunately unboxing our last Skulltimate secret. Although Wave 2 has already been announced, basically, I think officially. I'm not sure. I don't know, so much stuff gets leaked so much earlier than when these come out. But I say unfortunately because I really am having a lot of fun with the Skulltimate secrets. But this is the fifth one in the line. This is Cleo DeNile. She came in today, so I now have completed my collection. I've been opening them as they come in. So the Skulltimate secrets are basically a combo of, so it's a doll, it comes with two outfits, it comes with some surprise elements, it comes with some mystery elements, it comes with some color change elements. So it's a lot of little fun gimmicks all put all together into one box. That makes it a lot of fun. And I really am enjoying the dolls that are coming in it and all the accessories and everything. I'm enjoying them overall. I also really like what they did with the coffins to make them a little bit more practical, which I'll show you in a bit. So, of course, it says Monster High's Skulltimate Secret, 19 plus surprises, 125 plus looks for Cleo DeNile, and color reveal technology, which I'll show you when we get there. It says posable doll inside. So there was I'm in a Facebook group and someone was saying that it said it may or may not contain a doll inside. What I'm wondering is if instead of reading posable doll inside, I think they read possible doll inside. So they thought that meant it possibly didn't have the doll inside. But I can tell you without doubt that it should have the doll in it. If it doesn't have the doll inside when you purchase it, contact Mattel. That's all I can say on that, or, return it if wherever you bought it from is willing to let you return it without the doll. But it should always have the doll inside. It contains 17 parts. It says see back panel for details, but the back panel doesn't show you the 17 parts. I'm not sure why it says that, but just have this small blurb back here. So if you get any staining on anything, just use warm water to get it off, which is why we have warm water here, because that's going to help get the paint off of our keys. And then the artwork of the 4 other characters in the line, as well as another showing the key paint, 25 plus looks, 19 plus surprises. Here is the barcode for Cleo. I got mine off of Amazon, but they are starting to show up in Walmarts here in the States. And they are approximately $30, which is, once you see everything inside, you're going to be like, wow, $30 when the base doll was like, the regular dolls are like $25. So we have our Cleo, we have everybody rooting for him back here. We have our bowl of hot water, and then I have a stand here. I did get my stands also off of Amazon, and because these dolls do not come with stands. And then I also have my extra Cleo to the side here so that we can dress her in the second outfit. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting it open. These boxes are pretty easy to open, and you're just taking a little bit of tape off, so you can put them back inside the original packaging as well if you would like. So far, I've kept my packaging. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I want to do something with the packaging art because I just think it's really cute. So I don't want it to go to waste, but I also don't know quite yet what I want to do with it. I don't know what just jumped off my counter. I just know there was a big old splash. I'm not worried about it right now. I'll find whatever it is if it's important later. Ugh. Just like landed on a plastic bag. That's what made that big noise. So like you see, it just slid right off. All the coffins are shaped the same and have the same printing. So this on the back is identical on all of them. And like these like images and stuff that's printed on are all identical. They're actually like raised. I think that would be called embossed. You can kind of like actually feel it, but the color is different on each of them. And the one thing I like to point out on the back here is these 2 little knots here. They're kind of hard to see, but these 2 knots are specifically designed so that you can hang these on the wall. So these are designed to be wall hangings as well as, so that way you have a place to actually put them. I think that was a really smart design choice to make them, because it was like, what am I going to do with now that I have 5 coffins and I'm going to have up to 10 with Skulltimate Secrets too? I was like, what am I going to do with all of them? But like I said, they thought ahead and they made it so that you can hang them on the wall. I have them currently hanging over the door to my doll room / office / husband's office. We have like a spare room that we kind of share. So anyway, I digress. We'll get the keys to open this side, and this side's going to show us our doll. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. gorgeous as always. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. All right, we're going to get to you in a minute. We're going to pull you out. But first, I want to take a look at this side here. So this is the inside of the coffin. It shows a lot of fun facts about the characters, kind of like some of their like symbols and stuff. So if you can kind of see up here, it says Glamour Ghoul. And then it shows Frankie, Deuce, and Cleo. And it says Best Booze Forever. Cleo DeNile, prefer her rap over some tuna. Makeup over video games, likes both party planning and streaming, and then they prefer their sarcophagus over cherry juice. We have a Monster High school crest here. We have an image of a pyramid, her makeup and her lipstick, her eye coffin. Her and Frankie, they're in their school spirit outfits. So we had a reference for her and Frankie on Frankie's coffin, and then now here is their reference on here. I like this one a lot because their outfits are correct. One of the other dolls also had a reference to this 6-pack. But the outfits were incorrect, and there was a character that wasn't in the 6-pack in there. Then also over here we have Tut, which is a character from the pet from the Generation 3. But also, sorry, I just went to pick up Tut and threw him across the room. So there's Tut. This is the one that comes with the basic Cleo. But this is Tut, and then his set from Generation 1. And then her birthday is, I believe it's 01/05, so I believe that this is like, so I believe it's January 5th, but I could be wrong. It could be the other way. Also, I like that her cake is like a pyramid. I think it's really cute. All right, so we're gonna pull Cleo out and look at her a little bit closer, but as you can see, there's this paper here. This is your instructions. It's gonna tell you all about it. I'm not gonna show you instructions because it does show you some spoilers for what's coming in the package, and I have already read the instructions on the other doll, so I know kind of what's going on. And then back here, they all come with these little keys. So the first 3 of them are going to come like this, where they're going to be painted. And then the last one's going to come unpainted because we know which door is last. But all you have to do is just unsnip this, which is nice that it comes in that little baggie because it keeps it safe and keeps it away from your doll so you don't end up with paint on your doll. But the nice thing is that this paint dissolves in hot water. So if you get it on anything, all you have to do is just take a little bit of the hot water and just wipe it right off. And just like that, super easy, all that paint comes right off. And then all you have to do is just dry it off on a towel. I am going to leave it in there to soak for just a second to get the rest of that little black off. But you can either just swish, you can wipe it off, or you can, I find the easiest is to just let it sit in the water for a few seconds. In the meantime, we're going to start clipping Cleo out. While I'm doing that, I always like to take this time to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and it also helps you out if you enjoy the content and want to see more in the future. I am, to the best of my abilities, a G3 completionist. Right now, I'm only missing, of things that have actually been officially released and that I know are coming to the States, I'm only missing Ghoul's Day Out Draculaura. Everything else has not been officially released yet, just like pre-sales. And then there's a set of Ghouls out that are, like, from what I understand, only international. So I'm not sure that I will be getting those, but definitely anything that comes that I can get access to, I will be getting for G3. So if you are interested in any G3 content, I recommend subscribing because we will, doing our best to have all of it. All right, so before we look at Cleo herself, we're going to look in here. So it kind of looks like a little party scene. I like to kind of turn it this way so we can see inside. So it looks like it's in the gym and Cleo just kind of threw a party. Maybe this is reference to the monster ball that's going to be coming out. So we have a little like party planning back here, a megaphone, some mummy wrapped balloons and streamers everywhere, and then kind of like this dance floor kind of pattern. Super cute. And we can just close this over. And we're going to look over at Cleo, the base doll. So our Cleo has a middle part here with dark blue hair and a little bit of light blue hair on the top and a lot of tinsel, which I know some people are not going to be happy about, but I personally like tinsel in my dolls if it's done right. And this is really nice soft tinsel, so I think it'll be just fine. It's also already like a straight style, so it's not like you have to straighten her hair or anything. It's going to be pretty easy to style if you want to do anything with, and it's nice and thick too. And then she has these cute bangs here that also have the tinsel in it. I think mine look pretty good. And then Jiminy. All right, there we go. Want to get some nice lighting for you. All right, so we have some dark brown eyebrows. We have a little bit of light blue eyeshadow around their golden eyes and a little bit of gold under her eyes. I feel like, are her eyes, so in like the regular Cleo, I know her eyes are kind of like frosted almost. Yeah, her eyes look the same. They still look that kind of like slightly glazed over, but not like a heck of a lot. I feel like my original Cleo kind of looked a little bit more glazed than this one does. And then a kind of brightish pink lip, definitely brighter than the original Cleo. And then we have this cute black top with like white mummy wrappings that looks like a cat there. It kind of almost looks like a space pattern. And I think that gold ribbon, yeah, that gold ribbon is on the tank top. And then we have this blue mini skirt that's really ruffled. It's really cute, very like water-esque, which is very cute for Miss DeNile. And then these super cute boots that have these scarabs on the front, and it's gold and then blue, and then oh my goodness, look at these snake heels. Those are so cool. Any print on the bottom? Does that say something? I don't think. I think it's just scales, but it kind of almost looks like letters on this foot here. Of course, on the one that won't focus. You see that? I think it's just bumps in the snake skin pattern, but still super cute. All right, so we're gonna put Cleo on her stand, and I'm gonna straighten you out. All right, so we have our key. See how like nice and clean that looks after I just leave it sitting for a few seconds? And then I'm just gonna dry it off so I don't get water everywhere. And then, so this is our dark blue key. Now, if you don't want to do the color effect, I'll show you on the next one, but you can actually just look at the bottom of the key and you'll see a little bit of color, and then you can go in there. Just, again, be mindful if you don't do the color effect that paint may end up chipping off and getting on something else. So we're going to open up this bag here. Inside is the bag that has, there are skelet hearts on it, as well as little question marks that end in the skelets. Or I should say they're individual hearts. Whereas before they used to typically have an individual skeleton, they now kind of have individual hearts. So this is our accessory. So we have our headband, which continues the trend of having these little holes in the side. Those are great when they're for putting little plastic ties through it, but I'm not sure. I don't know if they think we're going to put like pins through them or something, but they kind of have these little like jeweled scarabs around it, which is really cute. And then here's our next key, which you can kind of see that, but I'll show you a little bit closer. And then our earrings, which are again scarabs holding, I believe that's the Eye of Ra. But they are holding a little eye and a small lotus necklace. Very cute. All right, and we're gonna open up our next key. I'll just show you right here at the bottom. You can kind of see that gold's peeking out right there. So that means it would be for this door right here. Now with the doors, there are two things to it. One, any lock can unlock any door, and you can also unlock the doors even if you don't have the keys. So even if something happens to your keys, you don't have to fret because you can just open them up manually. It does explain that in your instruction book. I love the metallic keys. They have definitely been my favorite. so far. So we have our gold key. We also had a silver key with Frankie and a gold key with Claudine as well. And they have been my favorite of the keys. Still a little bit on the back, so I'll probably just toss it back in the water or clean it up a little bit more when we're done. Then you can kind of open it up. You can also leave the key in there like that. And then we have the next bag. They do have small hair strips at the top, so you can just open it up. And then we have our key ring. This is to put all of our little plastic keys on. They will look, well, this is all of them, but they'll look a little bit something like this when they're done. It is shaped like the skullet, and it does just pop open here on the back. And then we have, oh, wow. I'm not, this very interesting to see Cleo with this like bright pink color, but I'm kind of liking it. There's a little snake right here and another snake right here. And then the heel is gold made out of a pyramid. I think it's kind of cute that it has a different colored sole. So it's kind of almost like a play on like Louis Vuittons with like the red sole, but these have like gold soles. Super cute. Hopefully one of the outfit pieces has some of this pink in it, because this pink is kind of coming out of nowhere. But now it's on the shoes and on the earrings. So hopefully when we get to some fabric, we'll also maybe see some pink. That would be kind of cool. But I'm not sure. All right, so here's our last key. We have our light blue right down here at the bottom. And we'll just swish, swish, swish in the hot water. Again, I just kind of have like warm like sink water, and obviously the dirtier it gets from the other paint, the harder it gets to get it clean. Boop, there it is. But they're pretty easy, all things considered. And now with this one that I'm about to open, the last key should be unpainted, since we know the only door that's left is going to be this bright pink one at the bottom. And with each character, it does seem that they put the keys in a different order, so not necessarily always like top to bottom or anything like that. So you do get different accessories in different orders, although the doors do seem to hold the same items every time. But the bottom one is always the last one, and the bottom one always has the food accessories in it. Unless it's different on Cleo, but that's how it's been on the last 4. So, but it does feel like this is going to have our clothing pieces in it. All right, so there's our pink key, but I'm not seeing any pink in the clothing, which is kind of an interesting choice. Again, we got pink lock, and we got pink shoes and pink earrings, but then our shorts are going to match that top, which are kind of like our little space cats with some jewels. And the mummy wrappings, of course, which makes sense because we've been getting basically one full pattern outfit and then one kind of not pattern outfit, which we have this gold top with kind of a blue off the shoulder ribbon moment and some blue mummy wrappings. And then we have our golden jacket, which is kind of like a little puff sleeve moment. Super cute. Okay, so yeah, her arms do go through it, like through here. So this is kind of going to sit open, and her arm's going to come up and through that hole there. So that is our last couple outfit pieces. So our short, our top, and our jacket. And then last but not least, we're going to open up our accessories. Then once we have our accessories open, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get them dressed in their new outfits, and then we'll come back and look at all their clothes on them. All right. Go ahead and open her up, maybe. Come on. There we go. Woo! All right, so oh my God. It's hot sauce. It's like a little sriracha bottle. Look at it with a little flame on there. It's sticking out its tongue, I think. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That is really random, but I really love that. All right, so we have a sriracha. We have a wrap, but this time it has little Anubis ears on it. Come on. And it looks like it comes from the coffin bean, because you can kind of see the little like coffins on the wrapper. I mean, the coffees on the wrapper. And it's super cute. Looks like maybe it's like a breakfast wrap, because it looks like kind of like eggs and bacon in there. I'm gonna go with that's a breakfast wrap. And then we have her coffee. So let's see, it says fall. Eek. Aha. Fella. Fall. A feel. Pharaoh. I know I'm butchering it. I'm not even gonna say probably. I know I'm butchering whatever that's supposed to say. If someone wants to explain what that is in the comments, since I completely butchered that, that would be excellent. I know that I got it wrong, so I know that I'm an idiot, but it's fine. If it was something I knew I was gonna have to pronounce, I would have looked it up, but I didn't know because I kept it a secret. But look at all these cute little, like, looks like there's scarabs on here, or they're just more like coffee imageries. They look like fries. Okay, so it's fries, drinks, and the wrap. So this is supposed to be like a soda, I think. I don't think it's supposed to be a coffee. Frankie's is a coffee, but I think this one's supposed to be like a soda. So anyway, there is a nice clear view of it. If you guys know what the reference is, please let me know in the comments down below. I may try and look that up when I'm done and see if I can figure out what that reference is. But I'm going to go ahead and get them changed into some new outfits. I'll be right back. All right, and we have them both dressed. So for me, this is a like day later. So if I say anything that I've already said, that doesn't really feel like it's in context, it's kind of like, why are you repeating yourself? That's why, because I don't remember what I said last time necessarily, because it's now a day and a half later. I have them dressed in the two different outfits. So this is the one that came with the set, and then this is a basic Cleo. I also brought over this Cleo because there's something that I noticed that I hadn't noticed on Cleo's design before. So I want to check some of my other Cleos to make sure that that wasn't a flaw. Because you can really see it in this one. Let me see if I can. So you see how the one foot has defined toes, and then this one kind of has a solid mass here. I was worried that that was like a misprint, but you can see it a little bit on this shoe as well. And then this is my Ghoul Spirit one. If you take the shoe off, you can see that it is completely solid on that foot. And then this foot is normal. So it's just how they designed the foot with the mummy wrappings, because it is wrapped up. They didn't wrap the individual toes. They just wrapped the big toe separate so that they look like they're designed so that they can wear like thonged shoes. So like flip-flops and like sandals type of thing. But yeah, so they just kind of did that. So that is intentional. So if that's something else, if that's something that you notice on your doll, it is part of the intentional design of Cleo. So hope that helps anyone if they have any questions on that. I also did add a few more accessories to Cleo than I think I've added to anybody else. Because I have been using a few pieces from the original dolls as well to kind of like bring the outfits together. So for this Cleo, I decided to add the belt. I think it looks really good with the rest of the pieces. It has like this little blue part right here, and it kind of like makes everything blend in really nice. And then on this Cleo, I decided to add the neck piece because this pink still really comes out of nowhere for me. I definitely think that it works better with these pieces because at least there's like a little bit of color in the patterning. But like, it's just kind of like blue and gold is really her color, and then all of a sudden it's just like, here's some pink, which is also why I put this outfit on this one, because she has the same like fuchsia pink lips. So I figured that that was something that would help bring the pink accessories into the look. So she's wearing the headband that comes with this set, the pink earrings, an original Cleo necklace, the gold jacket from the set, and the two pattern pieces, as well as then the pink shoes. And she is holding the soda. And then so far for my other ones, I've only given them one accessory, but I just feel like this is my favorite, the little sriracha, but I think it looks kind of weird just holding a bottle of sriracha. So I gave her the breakfast burrito as well, so that she can be putting the sriracha on the breakfast burrito. And then so she has her original headband still. These are the original earrings. And then this is the choker from the set. This is the tank top from the set, the mini skirt, and then the shoes. And there's a lot of different shades of blue going on, but like even in the individual pieces, there's a lot of blue, because this has like the turquoise blue here on the scarabs, and then the dark blue on the heel, and then this has the turquoise on the shirt and the dark blue on the ribbon. So like having these other blues just kind of like, it's just kind of how it is. So I feel like the Cleo sets are a little bit most disjointed, but they still look good as the match set. So the only one that I've had to do a mix and match on to make myself, at least the way that I like them to look, was the Draculaura set. But again, that's a personal preference thing. And also these are designed to be mix and match sets. They're not necessarily intended to be two separate outfits. But if you give me enough pieces to make two separate outfits, I'm gonna make two separate outfits, especially because I, like I said, specifically bought a second doll. I don't know if I think I only may have mentioned it in my first unboxing of these, but I was able to get a really good deal at Target on a second set of all 5 of the original characters, so that I could display them both. So these are not, so like this half over here, these 5 are specifically bought to wear the second outfits for these dolls. And then these 5 are the ones from the Skulltimate set. If you guys would be interested in it, I'm considering doing a video kind of just like an overview of all 5 dolls and all 10 outfits. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, just let me know in the comments down below. I don't have a hard time getting a lot of stuff recorded, but I do have a hard time getting everything posted. I still have some videos that I promised that I have recorded but have never posted. So if it's something that you're interested in, let me know, and then that way I'll actually make an effort to make sure I record it and post it. So and last thing I want to show is the completed key ring right here. So it is the charm with the little keys on it. And then what I've been doing is I just kind of take one of them. I just have to figure out which one it is. There it is. And I've been like then hooking the other key rings onto that key ring and making like a massive key pile. Until I figure out what I'm going to do with these to display them better. But yeah, so there's those. And there they are. Now, I mean, part of it might be that Cleo's just, like, I love the base doll of Cleo, but, like, they're not my, like, favorite out of the characters. So maybe my bias in that sense. But overall, I think I would give this set like a 8 or 9. It doesn't have any like major like negative flaws or anything like super intense that like just makes it unbearable. But again, I just think that there's kind of that pink coming out of nowhere kind of doesn't make any sense. I wish it was at least on some of the clothing pieces so that we had like a context for it, or like a matching set it belonged to. And then that maybe we tone down on the amounts of shades of blue. But I mean, she has multiple shades of blue in her hair, so maybe that's kind of what they were going for, is using all like the different shades. But again, it's dark blue, light blue, and yellow and gold. No pink. I really like this pattern though, with the little cat on it. I just wish it was kind of a little bit more like legible, because the cats kind of have their heads like twisted weird, so I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be cats, but you know. You can let me know if I'm completely wrong, but that seems like the most logical, since Egyptian mythology usually involves a lot of cats. I'm assuming it's supposed to be the Hiset? No. Is that the name of the cat goddess? I don't know. I used to be into Egyptian lore, so someone will have to remind me. But I feel like Hiset was the name of the Egyptian cat goddess, which is what the name of Cleo's snake was in Generation 1 and on the box here in G3. But anyway, yeah. So overall, like I said, like probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10. Very much like these dolls. Super happy to have them in my collection. Can't wait to figure out my display of how I'm displaying all 10 of these dolls. But yeah, thank you so much for enjoying, or thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all very, very soon. Bye!